Don't ever complain about pain when they squeeze your hand. Hey, so as you guys know, I've got 2 children. So we've got Indy and Parker. So I'm just going to talk about their labours. Indy's labour was an interesting experience. It started like early hours of the morning. Like Emily woke up and her waters broke and pretty much just went everywhere. You get told that they won't, but for some reason hers did. Like they went all over the floor. It was a proper like Hollywood moment, as it were. They were everywhere. So when this happened, we were both just really like excited and everything. Like the whole pregnancy with both of them, we've always felt like she would just stay pregnant forever. I know that sounds really strange, obviously you know at the end of it you get a baby, but it just feels like where she was pregnant for so long that it wasn't actually going to happen and it was all going to be okay. I ran her a bath. I remember her being in the bath and me feeding her biscuits. Like I was just being there for her and helping her get through obviously like the early stages. So as it went on, we went back and forth from hospital quite a few times because we were nervous about everything, and Emily was in quite a lot of pain, so we weren't sure if it was normal. We thought obviously she was further along than she was because we were unsure of what to expect, so, which obviously got us really frustrated. I think at one point we had this really horrible midwife and we both got kind of emotional because obviously Emily's in labour, I was really tired. Just worried about how she was, because you feel so powerless. You see this person that you love and care about so much that's obviously bringing your child into the world, and you can't do anything. Like yeah, you can comfort them and everything like that, but you can't do anything to take that pain away, and that's all you want to do. So once labour was established and she was at like magical 4 centimetres, which is the best news we ever heard from. Had a epidural and everything, so this moment was arriving. We both got woken up. I ended up falling asleep on the floor, so I was there with Emily, like rubbing her back and everything, like helping her focus on her breathing, which is the best thing you can get them to do. Just keep them focusing on breathing in, breathing out. I know it probably seems really annoying to them and everything, but it's the only way you can really help. Like you hold their hands and everything like that and just help them to maintain that breath. I was really worried about what was happening, about where Emily was at, because obviously she was feeling drained from all the pushing and everything and nothing was happening. Obviously she was getting frustrated, I was getting upset because she was obviously in pain, there was nothing I could do. I just wanted Indy to turn up. As it all went on, more doctors were coming into the room. It was all getting like really tense and really like worried about if we were going to end up having to have a C-section and everything like that with Indy. Like it was really getting to me, because I don't really like hospitals at the best of the time. And I don't think I would be able to cope if Emily had to go into theatre and everything like that. Obviously I'd be there for her and not show that it was scaring me, but I think deep down I would have been really freaked out. So Indy ended up being born at 12 minutes past 2 in the morning. 2 hours of labour, which is insane. We were both tired, everything. As soon as Indy was born, that was it. I was an emotional wreck. I was crying because I was just so proud of Emily for doing it. So happy that Indy had been born. That I finally got to meet her, finally got to hold her. That moment was just amazing. Nothing will ever change that feeling of your child being brought into the world. Like by the person that you love most, they've brought you this amazing gift after everything they've been through, all that pain. Like you're just so happy, like you're on cloud 9 basically, as cheesy as that sounds. So I think that's why like after the labour and you get them home, you will do everything for your other half because they've brought you this child basically. So you have to remember that after labour, just do everything. Don't even argue, they've done enough for you by now. They always say with your second baby, the labour always goes quicker because her body is used to it. With Parker's labour, he ended up coming like a few days early. So we went to our local hospital and everything. While we were there, Emily's waters broke even more. They broke in the car on the way back to her sister's where Indy was. Like my adrenaline was through the roof because obviously we were so excited because we knew what to expect this time. We knew obviously at the end of it we'd have a baby and everything like that, and we knew sort of the signs because we didn't want to keep going in and out of hospital like we did before. At 4 o'clock she properly started having contractions. So by about 8 o'clock we went into the hospital. the whole time Emily was saying that she really wanted a water birth. So they started sorting the pool out, which they were like, oh, it takes about 45 minutes to an hour to run. Trying to get Emily to focus on her breathing. She was squeezing my hand at one point and bent my thumb one way and bent it the other. Whatever you do not complain about it. I made that mistake, and yeah, Emily's sister, Emily and the midwife all judged me. It was the worst thing to do. Don't ever complain about pain when they squeeze your hand, because it's nothing compared to what they're going to. Because I also compared it to get my chest tattooed as well, and that was a silly mistake as well. You get shunned by everyone. So when she wanted that epidural again, and we were like, no, you've come this far. By this time she was 8 centimetres. The bath was almost full. So we were just encouraging her to keep that breathing because the pool was almost ready for her to get in, and it would have taken an hour for the epidural to come. It wouldn't have, but the midwife was so determined for her to get in the pool. So as soon as Emily got into the pool, Parker was basically born like 10 minutes later. Really interesting. At one point he was kind of, this sounded a bit weird, but he was just kind of hanging out. So I had a look and his head was just floating, and that again just made me well up. I was so excited to see him, and then as soon as he was out and I was holding him, like again, emotional wreck. Basically, I just cried during childbirth. Supported as much as I could, but as soon as they were born I was gone. But I know I'd done it before, but it's still just as amazing. And that first holding him and everything, and then obviously we got the excitement of him and Indy meeting, which was just amazing. She just came in and was just like, oh, baby, and that was it. She wasn't bothered, and she loves him now.
Kiss. Oh.